Oh shit!
Yeah, here we go.
I was like, yo, what happened to this boy?
Here we go. What's good, bro? Bro,
What's up, fam? How you doing, brother? You good?
yeah, man, another day in paradise. I see you got your stove, your traditional stove.
Trying to get it started with you right now.
Yeah, man. What you got right there? What brand you got?
Yo, you know what? This is a company. This is a company in Miami. It's
Okay.
called Cuban. God dang it, Cuban somebody. But I don't think they're Cubans. They just call themselves Cubans because they're in Miami.
All right. They might be Dominican.
They
They
might
might
be. They might not even be good. They
be.
were inexpensive. Like my inexpensive cigars, I smoke often. Like
Yeah.
if you're going out and doing some stuff, I might drop it. I might bring out my $50, $60, $70 cigars. But that
Right
ain't
on.
often. I ain't
Yeah.
got them kind of dollars.
That's what's up. Hey, first of all, first and foremost, man, it's an honor and privilege to have you here. You know, you're my second guest, so I'm trying to make this a regular thing. And
Bro,
hey, you know,
I'm here for you, brother. Yo,
yeah, platform ain't big yet, but
you a
we're
good
gonna get it
dude,
there.
bro. So I'm always gonna be here for you.
I'm humble, bro. I'm humble.
Yeah.
You know, I like to keep this simple. I like to, I don't want to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna ask a couple questions, get some background from you, but we want to make this generally like a conversation between friends. So of course, we're gonna talk about the history and whatnot, and uh, and then just your thoughts on what's going on today with the industry and compared to when you started, where it's at now, and where you see it going. You know, and you want to throw in some sports, then we can go ahead talk about them sorry
Yeah,
ass
we can talk
Lakers
about
too.
this. We can talk about this soft NBA if you want to, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
We
It
talk
is.
about this soft NBA if you want to, bro.
Yeah. So, man, Anthony Chicago Hall,
Yes, sir.
give us a little background on
Basically from South Side of Chicago. I grew up in Chicago. I lived there until I grew up my youth there until like around 17 years old, going on 18 to my senior year when I got ran out of Chicago. Yeah, they literally got ran. Can I curse on your thing? I know we cusses,
you. Go
but
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, but I literally got ran out of Chicago. What happened was I went to Simeon Vocational, and I
Okay.
went there with the great Ben Wilson,
Rest in peace,
Benji.
Benji.
And so at that point, but I lived in Inglewood, which is like Crips and Bloods.
Right.
And so there was some jealousy in there in my neighborhood in regards to the school that I was attending because they were a powerhouse basketball squad. I'm different. I'm a Argyle, Petty Loafer, Levi's and polo shirt guy. I'm not,
Right. Right.
gangster and all that kind of stuff. So there was a little jealousy. A young lady had a party in our neighborhood. She went to Simeon also, but she got a free pass because she was a girl. But she had a party in our neighborhood, and only the basketball team was invited. At this point, I had left Simeon, and I was attending Inglewood.
Uh-huh.
And so Benji and Tim Banks and a lot of the guys, Rodney Hall, all of us from the team came over to this party in Inglewood, and nobody in Inglewood was invited, but I was invited. So they acknowledged the fact that the gangs in my neighborhood, Black Gangster Disciples in my neighborhood, decided to say that it was a stone party,
Okay.
which none of us are gang bangers. We're basketball players. We don't gang bang. So they end up chasing me and the team out of the neighborhood. But I lived in the neighborhood,
Okay.
so I had to go home at some point. So I was getting bothered every day until I heard gunshots by my house one day. And my mom said, you know what, baby, it's time for you to go. And my dad lived in Los Angeles, so poof, I was on the next flight out. So I finished my senior year in Los Angeles and
Yeah.
finished there. So yeah, that's my Chicago story. Chicago ain't changed much.
No,
It
listen.
ain't changed much. I mean, I go back now and I still feel in danger looking over my shoulder. And I'm damn near 100 years old, and I'm still living like that. So um, from there, I attended college in Hawaii at Chaminade University. I played ball there, and me and my coach didn't get along too well because I wasn't I wasn't Keith Kloss. I wasn't Michael Jordan. I was a good basketball player, very athletic, high jumping, dunking. But at 6'3", you got to recognize at 6'3", you ain't dunking on everybody in college because everybody's 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", just as athletic or better. Uh, so me and my coach didn't get along, and I wasn't the best slash decent ball handlers, but I wasn't the best shooter. So those are things I had to work on later on. I ended up leaving there early. Well, I think I did 3 years of college, and then after college, I came back to Los Angeles and started to. I used to play basketball at the Hollywood YMCA.
All
The
right.
Hollywood YMCA was the spot for us. Like I was just there because it was a run, but my friends was there. My friends who played there was like Denzel Washington, Arsenio Hall, Wesley Snipes, Ron Shelton, who wrote White Man Can't Jump and Blue Chips, Bull Durham, and a few other films. Silk Kozar, who starred in a bunch of movies, and those guys kind of talked me into the whole acting thing. I was like, "Fuck it, y'all can act. I can act too," because they my friends. So I'm thinking, you're a little cocky. Y'all can do it. I can do it.
Right. Right.
And there was so happened to be a Reebok commercial being shot in another gym inside the at the YMCA. It wasn't being shot. It was being they were having auditions. So everybody's like, "Yo, you should just go over there and just crash it, just crash the damn thing." And I got the role because I'm high jumping, crazy dunking. I look like Michael Jordan. This whole thing. That was my whole thing. That's how I my bread and butter because I could jump high, had the ball head, and I looked like Michael Jordan, built like him, and all that kind of stuff. So I got that job. Luckily, ended up getting an agent, and I got the next 12 jobs. Like my career started off with luck, right place, right time. The people that I knew, it was all luck. My first film, Blue Chips, which I starred in with Shaquille O'Neal, Nick Nolte, Penny Hardaway, and Matt Nover, who's an amazing basketball player who played at Indiana with Bobby Knight. My first film, the writer of the film was Ron Shelton, who played basketball with me at the YMCA.
Right. Right.
Everything just like came and just fit into
Just
place.
lining up.
Just line it up. So I go there and I'm a little cocky because I'm on TV every day. You see me every day because I got probably like 4 commercials running right now, this and that. And they at the YMCA they were auditioning for extras, for background extras. I guess Shaq and all those guys. Well, I think Shaq was already casted, but they were auditioning for background actors. So I go in there doing my stuff, dunk, pow. Somebody try to get on me again. I take a baseline, pow, dunk. And then I start thinking to myself, I'm going, I don't think I want to be an extra. I said, so I'm just going to leave this because I don't want to be an extra because I'm already making money. So I walk over to the director, who's William Freakin. I don't know who the fuck William Freakin is, but he's sitting next to Ron Shelton. And I tell Mr. Freakin, I said, Mr. Freakin, I want to thank you for allowing me to come out, but I think I'm going to just leave because I really don't want to be an extra in the movie. He said, what part you want to read for? I really don't know nothing about acting, film and TV acting. I know commercials. And I said, no, I'd rather read for a part. He said, what part you want to read for? I said, I don't know. He said, he called, I think it was Lou DiGiamo. I think that was the casting director's name. It escapes me right now. Asked for him to give me a script. I flipped through the script, and it's this kid named Tony. I go, fuck it, my name is Tony.
Perfect.
So I said, fuck it, my name is Tony. So I said, I want to read for Tony. So he said, fine. A few days later, I got to come back and read. My boy Silk Kozark. Silk, I think you may know Silk. Silk did a lot of stuff. He's a great basketball player as well, but he did a lot of acting stuff. So he helped me work on the dialogue. Helped me work on the art dialogue and all that stuff before I went into audition. And I go into the audition in front of Mr. Freakin and Mr. Shelton and a bunch of other casting people. And I get halfway through the dialogue. He said, "Fuck it, you got the job."
That's what's up.
That's that closed mouths don't get fed shit.
Right.
Because if I didn't say nothing, if I just left and said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here," closed mouths don't get fed. The fact that I said I don't want to be an extra. I want to be for a part.
Right.
I didn't say that. I just walked out the door and been gone.
Yeah.
The funny shit is when I was walking in, there was probably like 10 other guys sitting there waiting to read for that part. And I'm high-fiving them, and I know all of the guys. I'm high-fiving them when I'm coming in. What's going on, you guys? But I sit down. As soon as I sit down, they call me in. I go in. I get the job. I come out, high-fiving them all. It's like, yo, they already told me I got this. So
right.
I wish y'all luck. So, yeah, man, that's basically how the whole acting thing started. But a funny story about Blue Chips that a lot of people don't know. Well, Shaquille likes to tell this story. Because I was green, is that what the word is? Green, when it came to the acting aspect, the acting of it. And my first scene was with Nick Nolte, and that was the dormitory scene. When he found out that I shaved points. And when I did that scene, Nolte and I had rehearsed in front of Mr. Freakin like 10 times. And Freakin said, "That's cool, you guys got it." And I was like, "Fine." And so I didn't want to be thespian because I'm not. So I'm going there and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did when I was rehearsing. I'm not changing a damn thing.
Right.
And you don't love this shit right here. So I start the scene, action, boom. I go in there, do the scene. "Tony, did you say a point?" Blah, blah, all that kind of stuff. And Freakin runs through the door. "Tony, what the fuck is going on? What are you doing there?" I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm giving you the fucking exact same scene that I was giving you in the rehearsal." He said, "Now give me my fucking scene." And he runs out. I'm looking at Nolte, and Nolte's looking at me because he don't know what's going on either. Action, boom. So we do this like 4 times. 4th time, "Tony, what the fuck is going on?" I'm looking at Nolte like, Nolte, "I don't know, Tony, I don't know." So he said, "Do you trust me?" I said, "Yeah, I trust you." "Do you fucking trust me?" I said, "Yeah, bro. Why is this dude asking me?" I'm looking at Nolte like, why is he asking me, do I trust him? He said, "Do you trust me? You're going to be a big star after this." I'm waiting for that big star shit. "Do you trust me?" "Yeah, I trust you." He said, "Do you trust me?" I was like, "Yeah, why is he?" Pow, pow, pow. Slaps the shit out of me and walks out the room. "Now get my fucking scene."
Damn.
So the scene that they see in the movie in regards to me being upset, crying, and all that kind of stuff, that was directly after the slap. But what I do know is he could have verbally told me where he wanted me to go because I was just giving him what I gave him earlier on. He could have told me where he wanted me to go, but he did not. So when I talk to young actors and actresses, I said, "Yo, just be prepared. Be prepared to make changes. Be prepared to do different levels. Be prepared to ask questions. Where do you want me to go, Mr. Director, motherfucking man, before you slap the shit out of me?" Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So
that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
So looking back, do you think there are any things that you would change?
In regards to my career?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I stopped my career early, and I think that was a little bit of because today now people see me on TikTok and doing all these different things, and I'm joking around, and everybody like my actor friends and producer friends like, "No, why the fuck you stop acting? You should keep
same thing.
You're bugging. Why do you fucking stop acting?" And I think my acting, my reasoning for stopping was, I don't know if it's the word selfish, but after I did Blue Chips, I got a big agent, and I didn't even have an agent when I got Blue Chips. I got lucky again, right place, right time. Got lucky. I didn't have an agent, and so when I got Blue Chips, I went and got William Morris. It's like this huge
Oh
big.
yeah, they got everybody.
I should not have been in William Morris. So they sending me out on auditions, and now I've done a few movies and all that kind of stuff at this point. I've done a few things, but then they kept sending me out on the same thing, playing athletes, playing basketball players, and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah,
physically, I'm starting to get older, and I can't really do this stuff all the dang time. Physically, I'm not busting my nose on the rim like I was before. Now I'm doing finger roll. It's different. So, and then I was getting frustrated with the fact that I no longer went in for, I never had to audition for movies. I went straight to producers because, again, I was having some success. And as I went into for producers, I was going directly against Omar Epps, Morris Chestnut, uh, uh, Cuba Gooding, et cetera, et cetera. So all these things were happening, and I wasn't getting the roles, and I was going, yo, I'm 6'3". A lot of these guys are much smaller. Like, say, for instance, when I really decided to walk away is when I read for Jerry Maguire, and it came down to Cube and myself, per the director, and Cuba Gooding. And Cuba got the role, but they liked me, so they gave me a small role in the film. And it's a whack role, but I took it because I said, you know what, I'm working.
Right.
And it was called, the character was Pickle Man. I'm playing a fucking mascot, nigga. a mascot that that teases Cuba before he goes onto the field and all that kind of stuff to get hyped. They end up cutting all that stuff out of the movie. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, yo, I made all those same choices he made in regards to his performance. I made all those damn same choices. I was like, that's how he get it. But Tom Cruise don't want to work with somebody as tall as me, so he doesn't want to give his lines looking up on somebody or stand on apple boxes every time we having a scene together. So he's not trying to do that. I get it. But those little things kind of frustrated me, and I wasn't getting the roles as they was. I mean, I got Sunset Park, and then I did Gang Related with Tupac Shakur, and so I got to do some really cool things. But then I just got frustrated, and I didn't have the thick skin for a rejection. So if I didn't get something, I'd be like, I'd be down on myself.
Right.
So those things I've learned now, but back then, as a young man, I was going, fuck this shit. You can't do that.
Yeah, man. So what was the experience like working with I think that was Fredro, right?
Yeah, Fredro Starr.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fredro.
Fredro from the group
Fredro,
Onyx.
Antoine.
My boy Antoine from Chicago, Southside Stand Up.
Yes, sir.
My guy Terrence Howard.
Yeah, I forgot to see how it was in that.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. He was Spaceman. He was a crazy dude. He played himself. DeAndre Bond, who's fucking a phenomenal actor. You look at what he did. Yo, that boy is
talented.
He's crazy talented. Crazy talented. So yeah, man. Sean Michael Howard, who did a lot of stuff with Spike, but yeah, and just working with Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman was amazing. Just working with them was kind of fun, man.
Yeah.
But me and Fredro stay in contact more than I. Me, Fredro, and Antoine, and Busy and DeAndre, we kind of stay more in contact with each other.
Right.
No,
I'm still in touch with Twine. I'm waiting to get him. Waiting for him to clear up some time in his schedule.
Yeah, you better.
Back to shoot.
You better.
You know, and then DeAndre, my brother from another mother.
Yeah,
you know,
that's my guy.
It's been hard, man. DeAndre, like a politician, man. It's hard to get in touch with that dude.
What is he asking for?
I might have to go back to LA and pull up in front
of the house. Asking? What does he want?
He ain't. I ain't even asked him yet. Just contacting him. You know, I don't have international calling. So,
Oh,
I got to use
okay.
my social media stuff to,
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
like
Where you
how
at now?
Costa Rica, San Jose, Costa Rica. You been
Okay.
down here yet?
No, How
Oh,
is it?
bruh, it's amazing. It truly is like heaven on earth, man. You know, because you're right in between the Caribbean and the Pacific. You know what I
Right.
mean? You have one part of the country on the Caribbean Sea, the other part on the Pacific Ocean. You know, and so it's a real tropical environment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. San Jose's in a valley. You know,
So
so
you're
you got
working with the kids in basketball?
yeah. I'm out here coaching, man. I'm actually starting my own basketball academy pretty soon out here at Keith Claw Skills Academy.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I gave these people an opportunity to work with me.
Uh huh.
Try to help build up what they're doing because the level of basketball here is so low compared to
And they want to learn, is what you're saying.
they do. But the obstacles that I'm facing are with the top people, from the federation, from the basketball federation, and then the people that run the academies. I'm viewed that as a threat because of my NBA background and my overseas background and coaching abroad, for so many years. They view me like I'm coming in to take over. When all I want
But
to do is
you should be viewed as an asset because
exactly.
they don't have the skill set that you have. They don't have the knowledge that you have. So they should take advantage of it. If anything, let's sign them for a year. Let's sign them for a big contract for 5 years, and then we get rid of them once we learn everything. At least do something. Try to figure it out, though.
Yeah, yeah. Use me in a smart way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I won't be mad about that. You use me in a smart way,
Right.
you know. So I've just been basically doing. I've been going around the country doing different, doing basketball camps for the academies that do mess with me,
Right.
and they really do appreciate it. So, of course, I'm going to maintain those relationships with those people. You know what I mean? Uh, it's been a bit of a challenge with everybody else, um, but I have no regrets with it. I'm enjoying it because I get to see another political side of basketball in another country.
Yes, sir. Gang related with Tupac. Rest in peace, my brother.
Like the president of the federation, he's
Uh,
just one of these guys that just likes to talk, you know, for show around other people, but he won't follow through. Then you
right.
got another guy uh, who has a big organization that puts on big basketball tournaments all around the country, and he's a type that'll want to just use you for your contacts. It's
Well,
like me calling you and telling you, hey man, you think Shaq can drop a little bomb for me real quick, a little
right. Right.
promo,
Right.
but in the meantime, I'm not gonna deal with you. I just want access to your people for my own benefit.
Right. Right. Right.
I don't get down like that. You know what I mean? If I got to make sure that if I'm going to deal with somebody, I'm dealing with them, and anybody else that come along later on, then they come around later on. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so I decided to just go ahead and hey, they had their chance, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get my thing going. Um,
I saw you take off for that little young fella and dunk on him. I said, "Oh, that's cold."
yeah, little Sebastian,
I said, "That's
you know,
cold. You can't do that to
little
that young
Sebastian,
fella.
man,
You done
he
crushed his
challenged
face."
me to a one-on-one. He challenged me to a one-on-one. I made an appearance at the school yesterday, and just promoting the academy. The coach and the
Okay.
principal invited me, and I was gonna have him do some shooting and just teach him form, technique,
Yeah.
footwork.
Mechanics, all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. And
Basics.
he said, nah, I'd
He
rather
said
play
he
you
wanted to smoke.
one-on-one. Yeah,
He wanted to smoke.
yeah. So
Ooh.
I said, you sure? He said, yeah. I want it. I want it. So, all right, check up. We're going to go to 3. And I announced it. I grabbed the microphone, announced it to everybody. I let him score 2 points. I let him score the first 2 points just to get him going. And we checked it up. He said, man, I'm nervous. And so I said, hold that thought. I grabbed the microphone and I called him over to me. I put my arm around him. I said, listen up. Sebastian said he's nervous. So I want to just encourage you all, whatever field you're in, whether it's football, soccer, or baseball, basketball. You're going up against an opponent who's, well known.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to fear that opponent. You don't need to fear the challenge. Accept the challenge, because you got to remember, at the end of the day, they got to worry about you and your abilities as well.
Facts.
You know,
Mike Tyson even said, leading up to fights, he was nervous. You would
uh,
see it in his workouts and sparring. But he said he was nervous up to that point until he stepped into the ring. He said, "Nah, I gotta murder this nigga.
right. Got to put hands on them and do what I do.
Nah, I gotta
Do
murder him."
what
Yeah.
pays these bills. And so I'm going around, man, just really building up the confidence of these kids, in their own abilities, and encouraging them to, just be the best that they can be the best version of themselves that they can be. Don't try to be like the guys you see on TV.
That's that building confidence. There you go.
Because I was told at the age of 10, my brother's pops asked me, he said, "Man, what do you want to do when you grow up? What kind of job do you want to have?" And I looked him in the eye and told him straight up, I want to be in it. I want to be in the NBA. I want to play in the NBA.
How tall was you at that time?
I was about 5'8" at 10. Man, this dude told me, he laughed at me and said, "You might as well give that up and prepare to have a regular job like me. That'll never happen."
Right.
He said to me, he was a security guard at a hospital.
Ah.
In my mind, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be a security guard in a hospital. So
did you go back and tap him on the shoulder?
Man, look, every time I got out there on the court training or playing against somebody, everybody was behind him.
Yeah.
And when I made it to the league, the next time I saw him, he was stuttering. You know what I mean?
Stuttering, right?
Yeah, man. He didn't have the words. And I had to just gently humbly remind him, hey, I earned this. I worked my ass off. So
yeah.
And I had to tell him, you're gonna have so many doubters, but it's what you believe in yourself.
Facts.
And the amount of work that you put in, and explaining how everything won't always go our way, but as long as we keep a positive mindset and stay hungry, we got to stay hungry and stay teachable.
Thank you, Crystal.
And even as a coach, I don't know everything, and so there's jewels that I'm going to pick up from even these, lower level coaches, because everybody's got to remain teachable.
Mm-hmm.
We all
times have changed.
Yeah.
In regards to the time when we played and when the way they're playing now, times changed, man.
Yeah, man, real talk. And speaking of times changing, all the big men play like me now.
Outside shooting.
Yup, and handling the ball.
And handling the basketball.
You remember
back then, you started doing all that stuff. Come on, we can't have your big ass out there. Come on, sit down. You don't sit your big ass down. You don't get your if we played at UCLA and you was doing that, you don't get his big ass down low.
Everybody outweighed me by 40, 50 pounds.
Yeah, if you don't get his big ass,
and then there's Diesel who outweighed me by a whole nother 100. So I had to work with what I had. Go for what I know. You know what I'm saying? And
that's crazy. That's crazy that you thought about that stuff. Now I gotta have a conversation with my boys. Keep Clark used to do this too now. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But before me, it was Ralph Sampson.
Ralph was.
Before the injuries, it was Ralph Sampson that was doing it. Sam Perkins, Big Smooth was doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I mean, Big Smooth, not my height, but, at 6'10", 6'11", a stretch 4, if you will. Like,
What are you, 6'10"?
Who?
How are you, 6'10"?
No, I'm 7'3".
7'3", that's right. I thought you just mentioned 6'10" or something like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
that's true.
But
who did it first when it was accepted was Bobo, because at this point it's accepted.
Right.
Bobo just mad lazy as shit.
I mean, back in our era, man, it was the game was ruled by the dominant big man. The game was
Right.
played inside out unless you were, a Michael
I don't
Jordan.
even. Yeah, yeah. It was definitely playing inside out. Definitely
Yeah,
inside out all day.
yeah,
Now it's outside, outside, outside. All right, maybe we'll throw it. No, fuck that. Outside.
yeah. Or go straight to the hole because they're not playing defense anymore. They're moving physicality. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I was talking to me and Dwayne. Dwayne Martin,
yeah,
Above the Rim,
yeah,
and a bunch of other stuff. He and I and Chris Spencer. We talk a lot basketball a lot, and I was just telling Dwayne just how easy it is for that. He'll say, "Well, LeBron's getting X amount of triple doubles," and I said, "Brother, you know how easy it is to get a triple double now when all your bigs are outside shooting threes and ain't nobody in the paint. So now
right.
you just getting all you getting is long rebounds. It's like man easy.
Everybody's
Ain't
running
nobody
a
throwing an
5 out.
elbow in your chest, no nothing."
Yeah, they run to the 5 out or 4 out, one in.
I was
You
like,
know?
"This is." I can get you rebounds a day. Sooner or later, ball gonna bounce to me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah,
Even just getting to the basket. Cats is getting to the basket so easy because ain't no bigs out there. There's no Keith Claus out there for blocking shots.
right.
Everybody he outside shooting threes.
And but even then, nobody is trying to make an effort, a real effort to keep the man in front of them. They're just giving that free lane to the basket. You know what I'm saying? You got a few.
Oh,
You got Kawhi. You got
he was talking about. He was asking if you could ask about Young Penny.
yeah. That's my man, Traumatic. Shout out to the chat. Yeah,
What's up,
so
Track?
he wants to know. He's asking you. Tell him
Oh,
how good a young Penny was.
Young Penny was crazy. Me and Shaquille used to sit on the sideline doing all of the workouts before the movie, and I really didn't know who Penny was. Big fella didn't really know who Penny was. We was just going, "Who is this motherfucker? This motherfucker." He was so cold. Ball handles smooth, and spin around step backs. He ain't doing all that traveling shit they doing today, but
Right.
he's doing moves and diamond big fella like crazy.
Yeah.
And big fella love that. Somebody to get
Right.
him the ball.
Get on the rock.
Know where
Yeah.
to give it to him at. Oh
Right.
my God, he was crazy. I think if Penny didn't get injured, he would be in that conversation. He ain't
Yeah.
gonna be like he ain't passing not even Bing Kobe. He's not even passing, but I think he's in that conversation. He's in that conversation somewhere. You won't be able to forget him. So,
Right.
so yeah, Penny was a problem.
Yeah. Those injuries.
Athletic,
Yeah.
long,
And a high basketball
handle the
IQ.
ball. IQ was crazy off the hook, especially knowing where his guys are without looking on some Magic Johnson shit, but with style. Because
Yeah, man.
Irvin was a
Yeah,
little
man.
Irvin didn't. Irvin looked good because he was 6'9". Whatever. He looked good, but it wasn't stylish. Penny was.
Right. Right.
Penny was. Woo,
Hey, Penny was a
it gave me
cold
chills just
dude.
thinking about that kid right now.
A cold dude, man. Penny was cold.
Problem.
The UCLA runs.
Yeah.
UCLA runs were crazy.
That's how I met you.
You remember the 3 courts? The 3 courts at the men's gym.
No. We sometimes Urban would get the big gym.
I wasn't
Sometimes
there
Urban
for
would
that.
get the big gym. And I was up there because the 3 gym one was crazy. And you always want to be on that first court. You was always trying to.
Because you get off that first court, there's a chance you're not getting back on.
You ain't gonna see it again.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see it again.
Right. But, and if you get out there and you
used to get the big gym sometimes. That's how I met Shaquille. We was playing up there, and again, I'm a high flyer. I'm not like this ain't me. I can't do it. I'm gonna give you some mid-range shots. I hit that shit, damn, left it, boom. I'm that guy. But dunking, I'm dunking on motherfuckers.
Right.
So one day I was up there, and Tony Martin, one of my best friends, he had played at Oklahoma with Stacey King and all those guys. But Tony's about 6'8", but he like you. He want to be outside shooting. He ain't trying to go. He ain't trying to be posted up down there.
Yeah.
He took a shot. Bow. He missed it. I go for the rebound. I got all this over the rim for the rebound. Shaquille comes over my back, grabs the ball, bow, and kicks me. Cause you know how he like to kick his leg.
Yeah.
That boy kicked me. I go to the ground. I was like, oh, who this motherfucker? I go back down a few times, back and forth. Derek Martin comes down. You mean D. Martin played at UCLA?
Yep.
Comes down.
Teammate.
He gave me a bounce pass back door. And I'm coming down, coming back door. Shaquille's got his back turned towards me. What'd he do that for?
Shit.
I took a hard bounce, which I shouldn't have did because that alerted him. Go. Bow! Took that hard bounce. That was a skinny, fast Shaq. That motherfucker spent around. I'm up in the air like this. He went, boom! I was like, oh. You all right, little fella? I was like, little fella? Who was this?
Right.
That's how we met.
Right.
Me trying to dunk on him dunking on me. I was like, yeah. That's how we met.
Man, Johnny James, he said, we feeling the effects of AAU. Nobody teaching the kids fundamentals of defense. Worry about trophies at age 8.
No, because they don't play no defense. It's like matador defense.
Yeah.
You can't touch nobody. You can't put no arm on nobody. You can't fucking. It's matador defense.
Yes, it is.
All you can do is just stay in front of them. Just slap your feet. Stay in front of them.
And if if you don't have the foot speed, the footwork.
And if you don't have the foot speed or footwork, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's a wrap. You know, people don't understand the importance of footwork. You know,
you're in trouble.
One of the greatest players in terms of his footwork was Akeem Olajuwon.
So that was another one of somebody's conversation I had yesterday. We were talking about, oh, you think Shaq was the greatest? Bro? Do you think he was better than Wilt? Yeah, I think he was better than Wilt. Do you think he could have did Cap in? I said, yeah, I think he would have got Cap because Cap was small. I said, what about Akeem? I said, well.
1994.
I said, well, that was a problem.
Yeah, 1994.
Nobody's stopping Akeem with that footwork.
Right.
You're going to be like this. Oh, shit. How do you stay in front of that?
Listen, Dream got me in the shake, so I already know. And when I knew it was coming, but me being so block hungry, man, I still bit on the first fake.
Because you was block hungry.
Yeah, I was. And me in the popcorn machine so quick, you know, and I just laughed when he did it, you know, and he says, big fella, I know you watched me play for many years. You knew what I was going to do. Yeah, you're right, but hey.
But he was teaching you at the same time.
Yeah, he was.
I'm gonna hurt you, but I'm gonna teach you at the same time.
Right.
That's a blessing though.
Yeah.
You just because you have NBA stories is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just to have stories and sit around and tell you what I used to do and the guys that I played against and all that kind of stuff. That's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
Just to have NBA stories.
Well, at least for the ones that I can still remember. You know, I used to drink a lot. I used to drink a lot.
I used to have a little something.
Little sippy sip, you know. A little sippy sip, a little nip here and there.
But being able to acknowledge your faults during that time is important as well. Because you can't forget those things. You have to be able to acknowledge those things. And
so now they've become tools to me in coaching, you know, that I carry over into coaching.
Right.
The lessons of the past. being able to transmit that to these players, no matter how old they are or their age, you know.
Oh, who's this King Groove TV? Yo, Nick Nolte was, I would almost call him a genius, bro. Because after there was one time he had a scene where he had to be really emotional, and Nolte like went into a room and by himself in the dark. I was like, "What the fuck what's going on, Nick? You right?" Tony, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm like, every once in a while, I got to go check on Nick, make sure he ain't, he good. Nick, you good? Yeah, man, I'm all right. When the scene came, bloodshot eyes, red face, and he was like, he hit the scene like one take for a different angle, two takes. I was like, this motherfucker is cold. I wish I knew that before fucking William freaking slapped the shit out of me. I probably would have used the same. I would have used the same tactics to get ready, get prepared.
Right. It's just the little jewels, man, that people have,
Yeah.
and some people, you'd be fortunate, and this is with anything, you'd be fortunate to have a person, who's got more experience than you to share those jewels with you, those
jewels
tidbits with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to help you in your elevation, along your journey.
Same concept is exactly what you're doing with these kids.
Yeah.
Same thing with basketball.
Right.
Penny was T-Mac before T-Mac. Facts. I speak to T-Mac often. That's like my little bro. So and I talk to him a lot, and yeah, T-Mac was a problem though. Gosh dang it.
That 13 points in
13 seconds.
Yeah.
He had bags made. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you the bag he had, and he sent me one. Hold on a second, real quick.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why he had these made, but it's at 13 and 35. That's what he called it. Look how you do that shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah. 13 and 35. T-Rac, he had these made.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 points and 35 seconds. I was like, cold piece. I missed the last question. I think it was Chris Mullen question.
Yeah. They asked why Chris Mullen was in Blue Chips. Who was that? Who was the white player in Blue Chips? I can't remember.
His name was Matt Nover. Matt played. He played at UNLV with Bobby Knight.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he played at. He was nice though. Ended up playing overseas basketball. He didn't make to the NBA, but he ended up playing. But he was a really good basketball player though. Could shoot the lights out that thing. He was nice.
Right on.
What was it like working with Tupac and it wasn't Tupac and Tommy Lee. It was Tupac and
Belushi.
Belushi.
Was it Belushi?
Fucking Belushi. Yeah. It was Belushi. Working with them was cool. I mean, I knew Tupac before. We were all friends. Black Hollywood is really small, which because you were here during that time. Black Hollywood is really small, so I knew Tupac before, and it came down to Shaquille was getting ready to do Still, I think, and the agency wanted me to do Still, but it was probably a bigger role, and there was a small role working with Tupac in Gang Related, and I had to make a choice, and I was like, I already know this nigga Shaq. I hang around him all day, every day.
Right.
I want Tupac.
Right.
So I took that role of Gang Related like gladly. So yeah. Working with Tupac was a blessing. And then he was killed like right after we finished the film. So I technically was a last film project that Tupac did.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, which is crazy because I saw Tupac a week before at what was the name of that club on Vine? I forget the club. Sunset and Vine, and then there's this club right down the street there.
I can't remember.
Me either.
Sunset and Vine. Was it the reggae joint? The Dragon Room, Dragon.
I saw Pac there, and Pac was like asking me if I was going to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Shaquille was going to the fight, and I was like, man, I don't know. And Suge was somewhere lurking around. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I ain't going if you niggas going. I'm good.
Yeah.
Every time y'all pop up somewhere, not Pac, because Pac was real cool with everybody. But every time your boys show up with somebody, there's a problem. So I was like, nah, I think I'm good. Now I will be going. And so sure enough.
Jason Martin. No, I never played with Jason Martin. Did either of you play with Jason Martin with the manual arts?
No. That was Tony Martin. Tony Martin went to manual arts. But in playing Tech. Oh no, that's a different guy. Because he played at Texas Tech because Tony Martin he went to manual arts, but he went to I just said where he went. He played with I just said where he went. Dang it. Oklahoma. Sooners. Played with the Sooners. Yeah, okay. So that's a different partner. I don't know who that Jason is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah.
So what do you think? Okay, NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
Absolute trash.
Trash.
Everybody back in the day used to be competitive. You know,
Man.
Iron sharpens iron. You were the best, of the best. And nobody was trying to get shown out. Of course you had guys that
nowadays what we've been doing is when we go to the All-Star game, we don't even go to the game. We sell our tickets and go shopping. It's like, ain't nobody watching this. Nobody's watching this trash. Let's go shopping. You need these tickets? Give me $500. I bought me a pair of sneakers. With this ticket, I got like 4 tickets. What you want to do with this? Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nobody seeing that stuff, man. It's trash. They need to do something with the whole thing. The dunk contest, All-Star game.
Skills Academy.
Restructure the whole thing.
The skills challenge. They recently started to implement that here in Costa Rica for the academies when they have their all-star events. The skills challenge. I went to it and there wasn't a skill in sight. There wasn't a skill to be seen. The 3-point contest was okay. They had some, a few youngsters.
Because they added the young lady, or just in general.
They had the girls 3-point contest and then the boys 3-point contest. So they did everything, separate as far as the males and the females out here.
Right.
Yeah. The girls, bless their heart, they just haven't had the proper training, and the same thing with a lot of the boys.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't really impressed by anything that I saw.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to change that. You know what I mean? There's one player from Costa Rica by the name of Henry Martinez. He played back in the day. He's in between us,
Uh-huh.
And he was a man in Costa Rica. He's from the Moan, off the Caribbean.
Uh-huh.
His son, Ian Martinez, is a star basketball player for Utah State.
How tall is he?
He's 6'5", 6'6". He's a
okay.
prospect. He's a pro prospect. He's a real pro prospect.
Good size.
So I'm looking at seeing him get picked up mid to late first round. That's the level of talent this kid has.
That's dope.
And he's beyond heads and shoulders above everybody else that's here. Because we got guys in the first division that still can't dribble with the offhand.
Wow.
And then the basketball IQ isn't there. It's very, very low. And a lot of these teams like to play a 2-3 zone defense, and you got a guy that's putting his head down, trying to go to the basket against 3 defenders. Don't make no sense.
Bro, that's a zone. You go have to shoot that mid range. You go have to get some shots up.
Yeah, put like that mid range.
To open that up.
Yeah.
They can come out on you for you You got to knock down some shots before you get there.
Exactly. You know, or they firing up threes, man, and they're not 3-point shooters.
Everybody want to be Steph Curry.
That right. The freak they can't even
Just
look.
like when your boy LeBron took that last game.
Yeah, you
He
know.
thought he said, "You're not Steph, bro."
Right.
You're
You
not
know,
Steph.
it's so funny because the coaches just don't understand how to teach the intangibles, the small things, because it's the small things that's going to add up and become what you see later on.
Again, like you said, and like the guy that chimed in, it's just teaching the basics.
Yeah,
Those things is gonna get you to that next level because those things are gonna teach you the game really.
Right.
You can expand on it later on, but the basics is needed because there's a lot of guys and there's a lot of kids in the league right now who can flat out are just crazy athletically.
Yeah.
But basics they kind of like lacking on. You know, it's little things. And LeBron is not LeBron. Let me say before I say this statement, LeBron is not one of those guys. That motherfucker understands this game till
he's a wrecking ball.
He's crazy. But him taking that three with so much time left on the clock was something that we learned in elementary school. It's like, no, take that last shot so we don't get him another opportunity.
Exactly.
Because you just gave them an opportunity to go score. If you're taking that shot with 2 seconds left,
with a lot of time,
they ain't got no opportunity to score.
Right.
So it's little things. And again, going back, Bond is not a dummy. I don't know why he took the shot, but any other time he would have taken that shot. He would have waited till the last minute and then watch homeboy for 30 seconds while he was laying on the ground. While he was laying on the ground, like, is this motherfucker still laying there?
Right. Yeah. You know, Crystal said, he said everybody want to be Steph Curry.
Everybody want to be Steph Curry, Chris.
I played against Dale.
Crystal,
Steph's dad.
No, it's crazy. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's where the game has gone. We blame Steph.
They see the final product. The final product. They don't see the progression over the years.
What took him to get there?
Right. And so I had to explain this to players all the time, to these young players, because as soon as they get on the court, first thing they do is fire up a three-pointer. And again, they're nowhere near any kind of shooter. They can't even knock down a mid-range.
Right. But you want to shoot a three.
Right. I mean, man, they hitting that backboard.
Keep talking.
They hitting that backboard. Bow. They missing the whole thing completely. And I had to break it down to him, explain to him, when I played against Steph's dad, and then you hear the ooh, and I explained how he and Seth were always working mid-range on in, free throw line extended on in, and they always warmed up close to the basket and then extended, kids don't.
They want to start off outside instead of working their way out.
Right. And it's like, no, you're doing it backwards. This is how you warm up your muscles. This is how you get your rhythm, your depth perception. You know what I'm saying? Then your technique starts to change, the bending the knees, to get more on your shot, more push on your shot. And then the actual jump shot. You know what I'm saying? To make sure the ball gets to the basket. So, they miss that, and the coaches aren't stopping them and correcting it. They're letting it go. So they're misleading these kids and got them believing that they're doing something when they're not at all.
Yeah.
And I'll bring a kid out. I'll ask, who's the best shooter here? A hand will go up. Somebody will point to somebody. Come on, right here. And I give them I just put them 15 feet, 16 feet. Knock this down. I want to see how many you make out of 10. A lot of times, bro, I'm lucky if they're lucky to hit 1 or 2 out of 10.
Right.
That's what I explained to them.
So let me put you in here, and now you take those same 10 shots and see how many you make.
Right. And
Let's
then
step back.
yeah,
Let's see how many you made from here.
exactly.
Step back. Let's see how so you get them warmed up for taking
Yeah,
that other shot. So now I can
right,
see the basketball too.
right. Yeah,
Right?
man. But again, they're not being taught. I'm gonna have Cherry on pretty soon in the next couple of weeks. Cherry Johnson.
Okay.
Her daughter's now playing basketball.
Is she playing?
Yeah, man. Little Rhythm's playing ball now, man. She just started. She just
Very.
started. They're working on her. She got a nice form.
That's my girl. She's
A
beautiful. I
nice
love her.
follow
I love
through.
her.
And because she's been sending me little clips of her during her training, and her coach, she's still patting the ball. Looking down, patting the ball. So, the coach hasn't even taught her how to,
With
keep
her
her
fingertips.
eyes up when she's dribbling, first of all, and
Yeah.
then the fingertips.
Fingertips.
Oh, yeah, and so I've been sending little videos, making little videos, personal videos for her to give her words of encouragement and also some direction on what to do to help her in her early development.
Oh, she's lucky she got you.
Yeah, man.
Because a lot of these young coaches keep teaching the kids can't.
Yeah. Oh man, what's happening? Boy, off the east side.
Shouts out, old man. I see you, young fella. I see you. Calling yourself,
Yeah.
I see you, young
Oh
fella.
man, yeah. I'm gonna call him by his government. Hey, Lawrence.
So, Lawrence.
Oh man, hold on. What did Crystal say? Everything you're saying, boss clause, is golden, but these people nowadays don't have the skills to teach or pass on. And here's the thing: they've decided to they substituted IQ for athleticism.
Ding, 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 ding. Exactly.
They're more because they want to see the excitement. So there's no more real skills players. No more real skills positions.
I mean, we got skilled players. Your Kyrie's, the fucking shit. I don't know what happened to Booker yesterday. He kind of vanished on me. But there's some skilled players, but more times than not, like you're saying, is guys just high flying, athletic, run fast, jump fast, but
Right.
they skill wise.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, man. They're
Who was
really
that for that last question? Somebody acknowledged us.
all right here. Robert.
What's up, Rob? What's up, Fab? How you doing? You good?
Yeah, man. I like to think of myself as a teacher.
As you are.
And so I'm going to take my time with my players. I'm not going to rush them through anything. I'm going to make sure they get it down pat. Make sure they understand and make the proper corrections. And then everybody learns at their own pace and I understand it. Everybody's not going to catch on to it as fast as I did. Because first of all, I was a student of the game. I was watching, not just watching every game, but I'm watching what they're doing. I'm watching the footwork. I'm watching the body position and the shot selection, and then using my imagination and going outside, and mimicking what I'm
But we watch the game too. We watch NBA games. We going to all the high school games. We going to the park and we go watch because there's some cats at the park that's real nice. We watching them.
Yeah, man.
Going against it. Those kids don't do that now.
No, we're in a generation of
play football. I don't even think he watches football. He plays football in San Jose.
Okay.
I ain't never seen him say, "Dad, I'm about to go watch the SE game." I ain't never seen you watch a football game.
That's crazy.
You're a starting receiver at San Jose. I'm like,
right,
bro. They don't want to, like you said, it was the work ethic.
Right.
Like, say, for instance, my son, he plays at San Jose State football receiver. A friend of mine, she was a Santa Monica. She ran track for Santa Monica track, and those Santa Monica track was crazy.
Yeah,
I had him, but he got my feet, so he kind of runs like this. He's fast, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted him to work out with her, get his feet straight, so he's even faster, moves and all that kind of stuff. He did it for a week. And was donezo. I was like, word? I said, what you doing is saving me money. I'm good with that part.
Yeah.
But you don't want this knowledge? I'm taking all this.
Right.
I'm sitting here in awe of her, and my back says, don't even try that shit right now, Tone. But I'm sitting here in awe of what she's teaching them. Bro, I don't get the kids today. They different.
Yeah, they are.
They different.
Yeah, they are, man. Huh? Let's see. What else we got? Here we go. What Michael say? Tell everybody after each practice, shoot 100 free throws with somebody under the net to pass back after every shot. And every time you get a feel in that jumper, in overtime, you get a feel and that jumper becomes a no miss.
Yeah.
It's about repetition.
Repetition.
And I mean,
I don't even think the kids know that word.
No, they don't. They think that we
said go out and just be athletic.
Right. And they thought that we went in practice and just did all kind of crazy shit, not understanding. No, a lot of it was repetition.
Yeah.
They want
to go out there and be athletic.
Right.
Dunk.
Right.
If he can dunk, he can play. That's my starting four. Fuck out of here.
There's a question right here by Anonymous. She asked if you were on Moesha too.
Yeah. I did Moesha. I played the some athlete they was trying to get at on Moesha. I forget my character's name. Yeah. I'm cool with Brandy and Ray J. All them. Those my people.
Yeah. Little Willie.
Yeah. Boy, crazy.
Little Willie.
Yeah, I was a Moesha. That was good. That was good times. Gosh darn it.
Right.
So I think but you know what? Going back to the acting stuff really quick. Again, I mean, a lot of people started looking at my TikToks and then questioning me, asking me, why did you quit acting? See if I can get rid of this son. Why did I quit acting and all that kind of stuff? Now I'm starting to, I think I'm going to start getting back into the whole, not acting, but creating aspect of the business. I'm trying to create a couple of shows, a film project. Task is getting money to do so, but I think that's what I'm about to really get back into.
Right. You got the tools. You definitely got the tools, man. So
I'm blessed with those things. And the lucky thing is, like, nigga never went to acting school.
Right.
So some people be like, so did you ever, like, and I tell young actors this too, who approach me. I'm like, you know what? I think it's really cool if someone, I think it is a lot smarter if you went to acting school. Like, say, for instance, with Blue Chips, when I wasn't prepared and wasn't ready to make changes and freaking had to put hands on me. I think that years later, me and Denzel Washington, nigga be name dropping. Me and Denzel, we was working at the Hollywood YMCA, and Denzel he pulled me aside, like, you know what you should do? This is when I was acting, and I got 4 movies out right now, and he said, you know what, you should do a play. In my head, I'm not gonna tell Denzel this shit. In my head, I'm going, the fuck out of here. A play. You see how many movies I got out? I got 3 commercials running on TV right now. What the fuck I need to play for? And months later, it kept ringing in my head. And because I told him, yeah, that's a good idea. But I was basically blowing him off. Months later, remember Jerome Benton from The Time?
Yep.
So Jerome was like my best friend. Yeah. Jerome was my best friend. And Jerome and Jimmy Jam and Terry were doing this play called I Want to Go to Heaven Because Hell's Too Hot. And Jerome said, Jerome was like, yo, Tony, and look, I know you're not into the plays and all that kind of stuff, but people, what's up, baby? What's up, Sense? Um, uh, he was like, but I got this role and I'm trying to cast this play, and I was wondering if you would do a role for me. I was like, what's the play about? So he tells me what the play is about. And before I even read it, because it was Jerome, I said, and I remember what Denzel said, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, look, everybody is trying to charge me an astronomical fee to play each role. And I don't have that kind of money to pay all the actors what they want. I said, just pay me $1. He was like, what? I said, pay me $1 a show. Because Denzel said I should do a play. Months later, you come to me and say, I got this play. And I said, somebody's telling me to do a play more than once. I said, pay me $1. I think Jerome still owed me like $10. I need to call it and like, my man, can I get that $10? Because I did 10 shows. I'm gonna need that money.
Right.
But when I did the play, the point was, when I tell young actors what I did the play, what I understood was holding for applause. Where am I supposed to stand? If you drop your line, I should be able to help you out and pick you back up, instead of both of us look stupid and stuttering and stammering over at the stage, and the audience knows we fucked up. So all these different things that I learned, I was like, yo, this is what and the immediate gratification you get from the audience. I was going, yo, this is what he was talking about. I get it now. I'm not gonna tell him he was right, but fuck it. Denzel, you was right. I should have did a play a long time ago. I ain't gonna tell him. But yeah, the play thing, because it would have helped me when I did my television show, because I had a television show on USA called Claude's Crib, which we was short-lived. But when I got on stage, I would, like, say for instance, I was, well, it was like the handsome, like, bald-headed guy on the show and whatever. My character's name was Shorty. So when I first walked out, all the girls would scream, ah! And I would freeze to get my lines. I didn't know where to stand. Sometimes I'll be talking, I'll be delivering my lines, and they'll be still laughing at the last line. And so I wasn't holding for the audience to finish their laughter. I wasn't. So all those things I would have learned if I did the damn play early on. You know what I'm saying?
Tough, man. Yeah.
So it's those little gems that, kids should know, or young people should know about the whole acting thing and why certain things are important, like doing a play and or going to acting school.
Right. So, about to let you get up out of here, man. I didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking to your ass.
Hey, oh man, one thing we didn't get to talk about, man, was how you introduced me to the world of midget porn. I want to thank you for that. Because them little hands did wonders for me, for my confidence. My confidence skyrocketed and went straight through the roof. Went down there. Woo, man, I'm just, boy, I'm just looking magnificent today. But the midget, goddamn. So, I had to keep more little people around me to make me feel good. I wanted to thank you, man. I want to thank you so much,
brother,
for your time.
Invite me to this platform.
Do you mind giving out your social medias, or people who want to follow you?
Yeah. Anthony Hall _ Chicago is my Instagram, and I don't use the other thing. And then it's Anthony. I think it's just Anthony Hall on
Black Ass Shy.
Black Ass Shit. No, I think it's Anthony Hall on what do you call that shit? The Facebook thing.
Yeah.
But but it's Anthony Hall _ Chicago is the Instagram for sure. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all hit me up. Say hello. tell me I'm looking stupid or something. I'm good. I don't care.
Nah, you good. You
Yeah,
good.
yes. Anthony C. Hall on Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's go. Thank you, brother.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Much love and respect. You know, and thanks for taking the time. Oh,
Yo,
Trauma.
this cigar is
That's it.
El Satimo. Yeah.
Well, yeah, again, much appreciation to you, man. You know, and I'm gonna keep you, keep you in the loop with the progress of, things out here.
I changed it from this
You
one. I
know,
went to El Satimo from this one because this one was trash.
that's why as soon as we get up over here, man, I'm gonna light up one of them good Marlboro lights. And make me another fresh
Hilarious.
coffee. I need to quit, man. The nicotine industry has made me its bitch. It's pimped me out. So I gotta bring it back down, man, and get that back in order. But everything all in this due time, man.
Yes, sir.
Everything all in this good time.
Yeah, what did Robert say?
Oh yeah, I went too fast. Another great live. Thank you, Anthony.
Yo, thank you, Rob. My guy.
Yeah, greatly.
Yo, this boy Keith Close knows a lot of people. He just haven't reached out to ask him to do nothing. That's the thing, though.
Right.
He
Right.
kind of held all of his friendships and all the people he knows until the right time. And then
Yeah, man.
Yo, nigga, I got this podcast. You want to come in and help nigga out?
Which
is dope because now we say he don't never ask us for shit.
Right.
He never asked us for nothing. So we would be assholes not to come on and support the brother because he don't ask for nothing.
Right. And this is my mom.
I've been knowing this dude.
This mom's right here.
Hey, moms.
Yeah, man. But you know what? Again, thank you, man.
Love you, brother.
And thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate it, man. Down the line, man, gonna have to bring you back through because that's just life. There's always new shit happening.
Oh yeah,
you might have a new project. You might have a new project coming.
I'm here for you, brother. Don't make a difference. I got you.
Much appreciated.
Love is love, everybody. Hey, thank you
for my mom. It's everybody that tapped in. Make sure y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, and follow my man Anthony Chicago Hall.
Yo, thanks for coming in and supporting my big boy Klaus. Thank y'all for coming in.
Peace out, everybody.
Yo.